we have Mick Woodham, the manager of Windsor Football Club, taking time to speak with the Royal Borough Observer. Mick, we're just days away from the FA Vase last 16 at home to Hamble Club. I'll ask you first of all how preparations are coming along.
In all honesty, we trained last night as expected. Very good, enjoyable. Combination of some hard work and a bit of fun. But the game getting called off on Saturday at Long Levens hasn't helped us. It means we haven't played since Brinscombe down here on whatever date that was. And having the midweek game off against Woodley last week on the Monday, postponed as well. So our preparations haven't been ideal. It's all been based around training at different levels, different types of training, trying to keep everyone on the boil really. It's not a case of keeping them match sharp because we probably are in the end of January by now, but having games like Saturday would have been ideal, but it wasn't to be. So the preparations are, as good as they could be.
Would you have liked to play that at Long Levens on Saturday, obviously, where it was postponed, just to maybe try and right the wrongs of the game at Brinscombe the week earlier?
Oh, absolutely. And also, if you look at the return leg, when Long Levens come up here, they turned us over 3-0, and we did not turn up that day. So there's plenty of reasons for us to go down to Long Levens and put a performance in, and we've got guys trying to get into the lineup for Saturday. Unfortunately, a suspension has overrun because of that game, so Matt Stockier won't play on Saturday because he misses out, and obviously the Long Levens game being off. So that's disappointing for all of us, particularly himself. No fault of his. So yeah, for many reasons we wanted to go to Long Levens. We had a couple of players who do need games, they need minutes. But these things happen for a reason, I believe. So there's no point on dwelling on them. It's just stay focused and positive, and focus on this week.
Can you give us an update on the health of the squads? We're looking at with a view to Saturday's game. Who could be in line for a return, or who would be missing?
Well, I can guarantee missing is Matt Stockhill. Addy is cup-tied, which is historic. Since he's been with us, he's missed a couple of rounds now. Barry is a definite non-starter due to his hand injury, and that is no secret. That's pretty much well out there. So there's no surprise to anyone, I wouldn't have thought. And other than that, we've got a reasonable sized squad to choose from.
Well, what about Hayden Clack? Obviously, we haven't seen him since he went off with an ankle injury at Charvey Sports around 2.5 weeks ago. Yeah,
he was training last night. There's no reason why he can't be pushing for a place. Certainly in the 16, I didn't see any signs of the injury that he picked up 2.5 weeks ago at training last night, so that's a positive. Having an experienced player around us again is comforting.
Well, obviously, the draw has paired Windsor with Hamble Club. So what do you know about them? Have you taken the opportunity to go and watch them?
Yeah, we made use of our time on Saturday afternoon with the Long Levens game being off. We went down Saturday to have a look, and to their credit, it was a lousy day, strong wind, heavy rain, and they come away winning the game, but they also tried to play a decent amount of football on a sort of slippery, very wet pitch. So full credit to them, and you never quite know what we learn, and I'm sure if they watched us in the last couple of weeks, they'd be saying the same thing. But we took enough away from it, I think. But it's just nice to go and get a feel for the club, and we enjoyed our couple of hours down there. So.
Obviously, looking at their league stats, they are currently ninth in the Wessex Premier Division, but they are the fourth highest scorers in the league. Do you believe their ability to score goals could be one of their main threats on the day?
Oh yeah, they've got goal scorers in their group. That's pretty clear. When you look at the league form, it probably mirrors ours. We look almost identical. We haven't scored as many goals as them, but you can see how they do score goals looking at them on Saturday. We also looked at them on a YouTube package against Andover. So we know what threats they carry, and we are going to have to be very well prepared.
Obviously, they were 5 unbeaten from their win at Westfields in the previous round of the Vase, but they lost 8-1 at Havant and Waterloo in a cup competition in midweek. Do you think that might have any effect on their confidence heading down here?
None at all. When you look at the side Havant had out, I think they've done well to hang on to 8. Havant pretty much a strong side out with goal scorers in it, and wasn't surprised at all really, but I'm sure they'll just dust themselves down and concentrate on the next game, and I shouldn't think it'll have any bearing on Saturday at all.
Their labelling, their profile in this game as the biggest in their entire club history. Where do you think it stands for Windsor Football Club?
Oh, equal. You know, Windsor Football Club have been going 6 years, so this is the biggest cup game in their current history, and that's not over-egging it. If you look at what Windsor Football Club have done in 6 years, this has to be the biggest cup game of their of the new club, so the new beginning, and that's probably a fact. So it's a big weekend, big game for everyone, and once we both got through, everything gets bigger. So they had a very good result in the last round. That needs to be fully respected.
Yeah. And obviously, Windsor have had a great success on the road in this competition so far. So, just looking back on the previous round wins, I mean, what's been the key? What's got this squad together and performing so well on the road?
In the Vase, you mean?
Yes.
Yeah. What we mustn't forget is the first 2 rounds we were here. We played Devizes at home and then Whitchurch at home. So that seems a long time ago in this competition. So we've had the first 2 rounds at home. Obviously, then we went to Flackwell, Erith, Walton, down to Eastbourne, and we've enjoyed ourselves away from home. I think the coach trips galvanise everyone. We've had some fun, got some good characters, got a very good group. So it's quite bizarre, because when you look at our performances in the Vase, we've had to go a goal down before we've actually away from home before we've actually got started in 2 or 3 games. Yet when we're here, we go in front and then we can't hang on. So we need to be mindful of that.
Obviously, you will be the home side at Saturday, but has the thought crossed your mind to maybe prepare for and treat it like an away game, maybe meet up elsewhere and then travel into Stag Meadow, or will you just be treating it like an ordinary home match?
No, we are meeting up elsewhere. So we are trying to stay free of distraction, stay free of anything that we don't. It's just we want the group to be together, the 20 boys together, and then we can enjoy each other's company, get set for the game, get ready, and then come down to the ground and have a clear head, clear minds, sharp minds, and see where it takes us.
Obviously, you're one of just 16 sides that are remaining in the competition of over 600 that began back in August, which is a fantastic achievement in itself. I know you're not one to reflect midway through the season, but what sort of effect has it had on the profile of the club and the group of players?
Well, it's all about the players, Robert. I know the club will naturally have its profile raised, but for me it's about how far the players can go, and if they keep progressing in a national cup competition, it's only going to enhance their own profile. and no matter how old they are. So on that side of things, I'm delighted. The longer we stay in it, I believe the boys will benefit, and that has to be that is my sole aim really. It's the club will take care of itself, but I want the players to enjoy it, embrace it, and move on in their football up the football ladder.
Are you confident that you can get a result on Saturday and win the tie to progress further?
Well, I remember talking to you before we went to Eastbourne. There is a level of confidence. You have to have a degree of confidence, but we are very mindful of what we're coming up against. So we're going to do our very best, prepare well, and that's all we can ask of each other. And if that, on the day, if it's not enough, well, we'll shake everyone's hand, congratulate each other for how far we've come and the achievements that we've got so far. But if we're lucky enough to win, well, we'll go on to the next round and worry about that in the future.
And just lastly, Mick, obviously being at home gives the townspeople the opportunity to get behind the club. So no doubt you and everyone here will be hoping as many spectators as possible will pack into Stegman on Saturday.
Yeah, I think it would be nice. Having the home draw, you know, a lot of supporters have had to put their hand in their pocket to go to Eastbourne in the first week of January when money's tight. We had somewhere in the region of 80, 90, maybe 100 supporters down there on the day. Terrific performance from both sets of supporters. They followed us to Erith and to Walton in big numbers. The message is just come down and support the boys. They're going to need your support. We're going to need as much as we can behind us, and it could be a good afternoon. You know, the pitch will look fantastic. Hamble are coming. It should be a very good game of football, and you know, anyone's at a loose end, get yourself down here to enjoy a very big occasion for both clubs.
Fantastic. Well, Mick, we wish you and the boys the very best of luck, and thank you for taking the time to speak with us.
Thank you, Robert.
Cheers.